Stoicism is a school of philosophy founded in ancient Greece that offers us a unique and powerful path to success and well-being. The Stoics believed that our will is our main tool in achieving happiness and success, and that we can control our emotions and reactions to external circumstances through the practice of a rational approach to life. The core idea of Stoicism is that our happiness and well-being depend on our ability to control our mind and emotions, rather than on external factors that we cannot control. The Stoics believed that we should focus on what is in our control, our thoughts, beliefs, and values, rather than on external events that we cannot change. One of the main stumbling blocks on the path to happiness and success is our own emotions and reactions to external circumstances. The Stoics encouraged us to be aware of and control our emotions, because this allows us to remain calm and balanced in any situation. The practice of Stoicism includes constant work on oneself, the development of the mind and willpower. The Stoics encouraged us to accept events as they come, without attachment to results or expectations. Instead of resisting or trying to change the outside world, they taught us to focus on what we can control, ourselves and our reactions. The Stoics taught us to overcome obstacles and problems with the help of reason and wisdom. They supported that we can make difficult decisions based on our own values and morals. Stoicism helps us develop willpower and self-confidence, which are the basis for achieving happiness and success. In summary, Stoicism is a powerful philosophical approach that allows us to control our emotions and reactions to the world around us. The practice of Stoicism helps us develop inner strength and self-control, which contributes to happiness and success in life. As a unique school of philosophy, Stoicism remains relevant and useful in our modern world. Here are 10 Stoic success secrets that can help us overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. 1. Accept what you cannot change. The Stoics, an ancient school of philosophy, teach us a valuable lesson: not to waste time and energy on things that are beyond our control. Their philosophy suggests that we should focus on what we can change and accept the rest with wisdom and calm. Accepting the unchanging is the key to emotional well-being and mental balance. We often waste useless time regretting what has already happened or what we cannot change. But what does this give us? Nothing but disappointment, stress, and loss of energy. Instead, let's turn to the teachings of the Stoics. They taught us that we must accept the fact that some things in our lives do not change. However, we always have the opportunity to change our inner world and our reaction to what is happening. When we realize that we cannot change external circumstances, we are freed from the burden of trying to control them. We shift our attention to what is in our control: our thoughts, our decisions, our reactions. This allows us to use our energy on what is important and what we can truly make a difference. Accepting the unchangeable also teaches us wisdom and peace. We stop resisting what cannot be changed and begin to accept it as the natural state of things. We understand that worrying about this is pointless and only brings suffering. The Stoics taught us that life is a constant movement and change. Not everything in our lives depends on us, but how we react to it is in our control. Accepting the unchangeable and focusing on the changeable is a real art. So let's adopt this Stoic philosophy. Let's learn to accept what cannot be changed and use our energy on what we can change. Let's become wiser and calmer, and stop wasting valuable time on useless worries about things beyond our control. Accept what is unchangeable and be willing to change. This is the path to harmony and happiness. 2. Manage your emotions. Stoics believe that we can control our emotions rather than letting them control us. They teach us to develop our inner peace and balance, even in the most difficult situations. By controlling our reactions and keeping a calm mind, we can better solve problems and move towards success. managing emotions is the key to success and harmony. The Stoics' belief that we can control our emotions opens up enormous possibilities for us. We must not allow our emotions to control us, because this robs us of our independence and ability to make thoughtful decisions. The Stoic strategy invites us to develop inner peace and balance, regardless of the difficult environment in which we find ourselves. This is not an easy task and requires constant effort and self-discipline from us. However, having coped with this challenge, we will be able to more effectively solve emerging problems and move towards success. It is important to learn to control your reactions to external events and maintain a calm mind. It is through the ability to remain calm in difficult situations that we will be able to maintain clarity of thought and make thoughtful decisions. This attitude will allow us to avoid many unnecessary conflicts and disputes, and also make our lives more balanced and happy. We are faced with the challenge of learning to manage our emotions. The experience of the Stoics shows that this is possible. We must constantly develop our self-discipline and inner strength to become the master of our emotions and not slaves to them. And only then will we be able to find true balance and become true masters of our lives. 3. Divide your goals into small steps. The Stoics teach us to break down our goals into small, specific steps that we can accomplish every day. This helps us not only move forward, but also feel more confident and motivated. Dividing our goals into small and specific steps is the key to achieving success. When we study with the Stoics, they will teach us how to develop an approach that allows us to move forward each day, gradually achieving our goals. This approach not only helps improve our productivity, but also fills us with confidence and motivation. Imagine that you have a big goal that you are working towards. This could be a career achievement, starting a business, getting fitter, or learning a new skill. No matter what it is, breaking your goal down into small steps will help you achieve your desired outcome. The first step is to reframe your big goal. Divide it into several specific sub-goals and determine what small steps you need to take to achieve each of them. For example, if your goal is to open your own business, you can break it down into steps such as researching the market, developing a business plan, finding funding, etc. The second step is planning. Determine which of these steps you can complete in the near future and make a plan for each day, week, or month. Remember to keep the steps small and specific to make them feasible and achievable. The third step is action. Start taking your small steps every day. Be consistent and goal-oriented. Celebrate your achievements and rejoice at each stage you pass. Remember that even the smallest steps will bring you closer to achieving your big goal. Another important aspect of breaking down goals into small steps is the ability to adapt and make changes to your plan if necessary. Remember that life can throw up unplanned surprises, and it is important to be flexible and open to new opportunities. Ultimately, breaking down our goals into small and specific steps not only helps us achieve the desired result, but also develops us as individuals. We become more organized, confident, and motivated. Every small step has its meaning, and every step leads us towards our big goal. 4. Noble and holistic actions are what should be practiced to achieve success. For Stoics, success means not only achieving external goals, but also living in accordance with our values and principles. They argue that our most important achievements lie in our morality and integrity. By following these ideals, we can achieve true success, which will not only be noticeable in our appearance, but also felt in our inner harmony. By demonstrating honesty, justice, and nobility in every action, we ourselves create the power of exclusivity. In this way, our path becomes real and our goals become truly important. Practice nobility and be successful. 5. Being in the present moment is not only a simple presence in a given time and place, but also the ability to feel every moment and be conscious of your actions. Stoics believe that only the present moment is reality, and our ability to remain present and aware allows us to be effective and successful. We often tend to waste time worrying about the future or regretting the past. However, the Stoics are well aware that this is a futile exercise. Instead of wasting energy on what cannot be changed and what has not yet happened, they teach us to focus on current circumstances. The ability to respond to what is happening in the moment is a key characteristic of successful people. Their awareness allows them to see opportunities and make decisions based on the current situation. They don't waste time complaining and repenting, but focus on what they can do right now. This does not mean that Stoics deny the significance of the past and the future. They simply encourage us not to dwell on them. It is our attitude towards the present moment that determines our ability to achieve success. Being in the present moment means not only practicing mindfulness, but also being willing to accept change and adapt to new circumstances. So the next time you feel like your thoughts are drifting to the past or future, try bringing yourself back to the present moment. Feel your body and your actions. Notice what is happening around you. Get rid of unnecessary thoughts and focus only on what you can do now. Become a master of the present moment, and you will find new possibilities, effectiveness, and success in your life. Don't waste time worrying and regretting, but focus on what you can do here and now. Be in the present moment and become a better person today. 6. Trust rationality. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of reason and rational thinking. They teach us to differentiate between what is under our control and what is not, and to make decisions based on logic and reason. Trust in rationality is the belief that the mind is capable of finding rational and logical answers to questions and solving problems. Stoic philosophy teaches us to adhere to this principle and give preference to reason when making decisions. One of the central ideas of Stoicism is the principle of distinction between what is under our control and what is not under our control. According to Stoic philosophy, we cannot control external circumstances or the actions of other people, but we can control our own reactions and thoughts. This is where our strength and freedom lie. Rationality and reason help us determine what is under our control, our thoughts, emotions, and reactions to the world around us. If we realize that a situation is not really in our control, we can accept it and focus on what we can change or control. Rational thinking also helps us make sound and informed decisions. We can analyze facts, weigh arguments, and follow logic to make the best decision for us. Reason allows us to do without unnecessary emotions or prejudices that can interfere with our rational decision-making. Thus, trusting rationality and using reason helps us to be calmer, more confident, and more informed in our decisions. They help us take control of our own lives and be more rational and conscious in our actions. 7. Free yourself from materialistic thinking. The Stoics teach us that true happiness and success do not depend on material things and external circumstances. They direct our attention to inner qualities and personal growth, rather than being caught up in the pursuit of things that will never bring us true joy. Dealing with materialistic thinking can be difficult, as modern society pushes us everywhere to constantly strive for the acquisition of material goods. However, Stoic philosophy invites us to free ourselves from this thinking and focus on inner qualities and personal growth. One of the important concepts of Stoic philosophy is that external circumstances such as wealth, status, or material things cannot give us true happiness. These things can only bring us temporary satisfaction, which quickly disappears. Therefore, the Stoics encourage us to redirect our desire to internal qualities, such as wisdom, moral values, and ethical principles. Rather than being caught up in the pursuit of material things, Stoics insist on the importance of personal growth and development. They believe that our true happiness depends on how we treat ourselves and other people. By developing these inner qualities, we can achieve deep satisfaction and peace of mind that no material things can provide. Breaking free from materialistic thinking takes time, effort, and constant practice. We can start by recognizing that material things have limited value and can lead to addiction and misplaced priorities. We can also pay more attention to developing our inner qualities and gradually change our attitude towards material wealth. True happiness and success do not depend on owning expensive things or having status. Rather, they depend on the value we place on inner qualities and our personal growth. Freeing yourself from materialistic thinking means freeing yourself from dependence on external circumstances and finding true happiness within yourself. 8. Constantly develop yourself. The Stoics teach us to never rest on our laurels and to always develop as people. They support the idea of constant learning, self-reflection, and growth. The more we develop, the more likely we are to achieve success. In the modern world, where everything changes at incredible speed, constant development becomes an integral part of every person's life. The Stoics teach us that we must strive for self-improvement and not stop there. However, developing as a person is not as easy as it might seem. This requires constant learning, self-reflection, and a willingness to grow. The more we develop, the more likely we are to achieve success and become the best version of ourselves. One of the main principles of Stoicism is the development of the mind and soul. This means the desire for knowledge and the ability to analyze one's actions and mistakes. Only by understanding our weaknesses and mistakes can we become better and more successful. Continuous learning is a key factor in our development. We must constantly seek new knowledge, expand our horizons, and explore new areas. Learning can take place both formally and informally. Good books, courses, workshops, and self-education can make us more knowledgeable and successful. Introspection also plays an important role in our development. We must constantly analyze our actions, habits, thoughts, and strive for self-improvement. It's important to be honest with yourself, noting your strengths and weaknesses so you can work on them and improve yourself. Growth is a necessary component of the development process. We must constantly set new goals, overcome difficulties, and learn from mistakes. Development occurs outside of our comfort zone, so it is important to be open to new ideas, new opportunities, and new challenges. It is important to understand that constant development is a continuous process. We must remain flexible and adapt to the changes that occur around us. This is the only way we can achieve success and reach our full potential. Constant self-development is not only the path to success, but also a philosophy of life. It helps us become better, more aware, and happier. Be open to new knowledge, strive for self-improvement, and do not stop there. Always remember that to develop means to live a full and rich life. 9. Find value in everything. The Stoics believe that we can find value and meaning in every moment of life, even in difficulties. They teach us to look at obstacles as opportunities for growth and improvement, rather than as a cause for despair. The search for value and meaning in everything is one of the main teachings of the Stoics. They argue that every moment of our lives has its own value and meaning, even those that seem difficult and full of obstacles to us. The desire to find value in everything is based on the idea of development and improvement. The Stoics encourage us not to despair in the face of obstacles, but to see them as opportunities for our personal growth. Every obstacle, every difficulty, is a chance for us to become stronger, more flexible, and wiser. To find value in everything, the Stoics advise changing the way you think about problems and difficulties. Instead of seeing them as challenges or causes of despair, they recommend viewing them as opportunities for our own development. It is necessary to realize that every difficulty presents us with a unique and valuable experience that helps us become better and overcome new challenges. Finding value in everything means finding meaning in every moment of our lives. This allows us to realize that even the most difficult moments have their value and can become a source of our personal growth. The Stoics teach us to accept every moment with gratitude and take care of it, despite any difficulties. Thus, finding value in everything is an approach to life that helps us see opportunities and improve ourselves even in the most difficult situations. This allows us to develop our inner strength and wisdom, which ultimately makes our lives more fulfilling and meaningful. 10. Practice gratitude. The Stoics teach us to be grateful for what we have and to appreciate every moment and all our achievements. They direct our attention to what we have, instead of comparing ourselves to others and striving for what we don't have. Gratitude is one of the most important qualities to practice in our lives. By constantly comparing ourselves to others and striving for what we don't have, we miss the opportunity to appreciate what we already have. Stances, in turn, teach us to be grateful for everything we have in life. They direct our attention to the positive moments and achievements that have already happened in our lives. Instead of comparing ourselves to other people and striving for something more, they will teach us to look at what we have already achieved and what we currently have. Practicing gratitude helps us change our perspective on life. When we realize all the good things that have already happened in our lives, we begin to see more opportunities and positive things in the world around us. We stop living in constant striving and begin to enjoy every moment of our lives. Gratitude also helps us be happier and more fulfilled. When we appreciate what we already have, we stop feeling constantly dissatisfied and yearning for more. We begin to find joy and satisfaction in the little things and are grateful for every day and every opportunity that life gives us. Practicing gratitude also helps us develop emotional resilience. When we appreciate and give thanks for everything we have, we stop focusing on shortcomings and problems. We become more resilient in the face of difficulties and find the positive in everything that happens in our lives. Thus, the practice of gratitude is not only the key to a happy and fulfilled life, but also helps us develop a positive attitude towards ourselves and the world around us. Be grateful for what you have and enjoy every moment of your life. All these Stoic secrets of success help us not only achieve external success, but also become calmer, more confident, and aware people. Stoicism can be a great source of inspiration and strengthening of our mind, which helps us get through life's challenges and build a happy and successful life. Stoic Secrets to Success. The Path to Calm and Confidence. Stoicism is an ancient school of philosophy that encourages us not only to cope with life's difficulties, but also to build a successful and happy life. In today's world, where stress and anxiety are becoming more common, knowing Stoic principles can help us find inner confidence and peace. One of the main principles of Stoicism is accepting things as they are and seeking harmony with the world around us. This approach allows us to stop reacting negatively to external factors and instead focus on our own development and achieving our goals. Another important aspect of Stoicism is the development of will and self-discipline. The Stoics teach us to control our emotions and thoughts, not letting them control our lives. This helps us maintain clarity of mind and make informed decisions in any situation. Stoic exercises and meditation also play an important role in our path to success. They teach us mindfulness and presence in the present moment, which helps relieve anxiety and tension. Modern research shows that the practice of meditation stimulates brain function, improves concentration, and promotes emotional well-being. One of the key lessons of Stoicism is the recognition of the irreversibility of the past and the uncertainty of the future. Stoics learn to value the present moment and focus on what they can control: their thoughts, reactions, and actions. This helps us remain calm and not get lost, even in the most difficult situations. Overall, Stoicism provides a wise guide to life that helps us become the best versions of ourselves. It energizes us, strengthens our minds, and gives us the tools to overcome challenges and achieve success. Each of us can benefit from Stoic principles and apply them to our lives. So if you are seeking inner peace, confidence, and awareness, turn to the Stoic Secrets to success. Use them as a source of inspiration and strength in your journey to a happy and successful life.